Paul, a couple of things I want to ask you today about the performance today, because we just didn't seem to be up to scratch. I mean, would you say from that 0-0 draw with Lock goal, would you say it's affected the boys at all? Because I mean, today they just didn't seem to have that cutting edge to even create as many chances as what we would normally do in a game.
Well, the Lock goal game's nothing to do with it. That was 2 weeks ago now. We had a break last Saturday. Listen, we've had a break. Training this week's been fine. We've asked me there before camera, and training this week's been fine. It's just our application, our emotion, our effort. Today wasn't there from day one, or from minute one. Sorry, they were warned about it on Thursday. They were told about it today, and there seems to. This is going to sound silly, but there seems to be this thing when we go on a bus journey. You know, it's happened a couple of games this year where we haven't been at ourselves. The legs, the effort, the energy, the fight hasn't been there. So it is a concern, but listen, we got what we deserved, nothing.
Yeah, I mean, we come down here earlier on the season. I mean, we fought right to the final whistle. I mean, we got a 3-2 win. Even Spike today was even very quiet. You took him off. I mean, you made a few changes. It's just, what do you reckon? Can you pinpoint exactly where it did go wrong?
Just no effort, no emotion. All players, just apathy, relax. Probably a bit of disappointment in the last couple of weeks of not getting in the top six. That was our challenge to try and chase that down, and we warned that they're going to be playing a highly motivated Dergview team who have to try and get points to get out of the bottom two, and that's what they did. Listen, they had more about them. They managed the game. They done a lot of time wasting, which their manager told me that's to be expected. So the ref has to stand up there, and he didn't. He let too much go per performance, if I'm to be honest with you. But that wasn't the reason why we lost. But we couldn't get any momentum in the game. They stopped us from playing on a really difficult dry pitch as well.
It was very dry today, yeah.
Well, listen, we tried. We had chances. Michael had a chance in the first half when it's 1-0. He scores that when Josh put him through. It's a different game. He didn't take it. But Michael and Matthew this year have been fantastic. But unfortunately, they've fallen away the last while. Performances haven't been what they should be. And it's probably the season's caught them up. You know, they've played a lot of games, and
I was just going to ask you, do you think it's a bit of fatigue maybe kicking in?
That's what it is, exactly. You know, they probably need a bit of a break, and then we need to get into another training programme for them. You know, listen, we need to have a good volume of work with them. They've responded well to what's happening in training, but there needs to be more in the training, and you'll be able to do that pre-season. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But I wanted to finish the season strong. I wanted to get as many points as we could. We came here today knowing it was going to be a difficult game, because we've had 3 really difficult games with them before, and we've had to fight for everything. And in fairness to them, they've got a decent spirit. They've got some good players, and they have a couple of players we would have been interested in, and as well at January time. So they deserve to win the game. I'm not disputing the fact, but there's factors around it. More so us. Our emotion today was terrible. No effort, not the effort, desire. They matched them, and they won the fight, and we didn't get out of the blocks.
When we came today, obviously a good bit of a distance in points going in today. Do you think the boys sort of took that as a bit of a comfort coming down today? Because I mean, we had that was like a 12-point gap compared between 7th and 8th.
That's exactly.
Do you think that's exactly what was in their mindset today?
Well, that's where you read it. Then you're saying, look, let's finish strong. They're going, okay, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm asking them, you know, where's their levels now? Because you have to set a level, and the level today was way below. I was back to the days when we came in. So it's not acceptable. It was like the party after Lord Mayor's show. People just didn't turn up. So listen, you can talk about it all day, but as a group, usually 1-2 players. I thought Kyle Owens today was good. Ronan Wilson's come back and been effective. Josh has done okay. But after that, everybody else to me was. Patterson's done okay as well, in fairness, but after that everybody else has been just okay. You know, I would say a 6 could do better type of thing, and that's what the problem is. And they had a lot more to play for, and they wanted it more, and they gave it a better performance than we did.
Obviously you have the regroup for Tuesday night, because we were back on action on Tuesday night again against Institute.
Well, I'll make 5 or 6 changes after today, makes it easier, but I was planning to do that anyway, because I want to get legs on, and people have to see what people are doing with their game. You know, have to see how people. Because we have to move forward for next year, you know, we have to try and get.
And there's places there to play for too for next season. Would you agree with that as well?
There is players. We definitely probably now need to get players on, because I'm asking, you know, is that going to be, you know, you need to trust the players going on the pitch on a consistent basis, and we've tried to give them as much as what we could in terms of the training programme and supporting them with their personal development. You know, like the GPS trackers we've got on now. We've brought on sports science. We've brought on. Sports analysts, etc. They make the players better, and so we're doing but they have to do more as well.
Of course.
So if they want more, they have to provide more on the pitch, and we didn't do that today, and that's where we were well below par, and what's the biggest disappointment for me today, going on the Tuesday's game.